What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Fourth and Round Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Marshall, along with Colin and Donnie. Unfortunately, we do not have Dallas today. We're going to be switching up our schedule the next couple weeks, and probably for the foreseeable future. But so maybe sometimes you might not see one of us or two of us, but hopefully we'll do our best to get everybody in the podcast every single week to bring you guys good content every single week. Week 2 of the NFL just wrapped up. We kind of have a little bit of an understanding. Obviously, week 1 is just you can't, like we've always said, you can't overreact about certain stuff. Week 1, week 2 has given us a little better knowledge of some certain teams. Obviously, we have some surprise teams that have been 2-0. We have some surprise teams that went 0-2. We're going to get into all of those today. There will be no trivia at the end of this podcast. I don't, for any of you trivia fans, I'm sorry if we do have any.
Lost like 50 subscribers right there.
Yeah, literally. A bunch of people just unsubscribed. We have a lot of interesting storylines today. Obviously, the big one we will talk about eventually is Detroit just absolutely murders the Chicago Bears in Detroit, sends Ben Johnson packing, going back to Chicago. We booed Ben Johnson. They pulled a lot of stuff out, but I think we learned a lot about this Detroit team and the Chicago team. Some other stuff we will talk about. Kansas City goes 0-2. Jalen Hurts, the man, tells Chris Jones to shut the fuck up. We won the game. And an absolutely hilarious clip. The Minnesota Vikings, they did not well on their Sunday night game against Atlanta, and J.J. McCarthy is out for 3-ish weeks. Joe Burrow also has turf toe and will need surgery and is out for 3 months. So we will get into that as well. A lot of stuff we'll cover here today. First off, we'll get into how the picks went before we get into the games and the storylines. Colin, you went 10-6, tied for second. Dallas, who of course is not here, he went 12-4, got first place. And then I also went 10-6. Donnie going 8-8 for the second week in a row. The total standings.
He's consistent.
It's consistent. The total standings haven't really changed obviously too much. Colin, you're at 21-11. Dallas in the lead at 22-10. I'm at 21-11 as well. Donnie 16-16. Nice.
My goal now is to split every single game.
That is way hard. I think that'd be harder than going 60-0. Like that's so hard to do.
I think I could do it.
Wasn't there one week last year that Dallas missed like one singular game?
We went 15-1 one time last year. That is most craziest pick thing. And then I will forever remember looking back. All right, who did Donnie pick for this Miami game? Miami Denver, and he goes, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins score like 70 or something like that. And I was like, I paused. I was like, there's no way that shit just got called out. The look on my face. I wish you guys could have seen when he called that shit was so funny.
Hey, I'm the best analyst on the show. What can I say?
And now, if you were to look at me and say Miami might fuck around and score 70, I would say you're absolutely psychotic.
Miami might not score 70 before their fucking bye week, let alone.
I mean, they're playing the Bills.
Yeah,
they might have 70 on them.
Yeah. A topic we need to get into is these schedule makers are fucking dickheads.
Yeah, I talked to Donnie in the car, and I was like, yo, look at the schedule for this week. And he goes, what is it? I go, Thursday Night Football, Buffalo, Miami. He goes, that's terrible. Is Sunday Night Football he's good? I said, Chiefs, Giants. He goes, oh my gosh.
Yeah, schedule makers need to get their shit together.
Monday Night Football should be good.
The fact that this last week, I'm going to get fucking irrationally mad. The fact that this last week, we had Eagles-Chiefs, a Super Bowl rematch that everybody wanted to see, was a 4 o'clock game, but we had Falcons-Vikings as Sunday Night Football was fucking bullshit.
It was a terrible game.
Then we get 2 good Monday night matchups, and they start at weird fucking times. One of those should have just been Sunday Night Football. And then this week, we get the Dolphins on primetime.
Bucs-Texans ended up being a really great game, though.
Bucs-Texans ended good. That should have been Sunday Night Football. And then Vegas-Chargers should have gotten thrown into that 4 o'clock slate.
Vegas-Chargers, the game didn't end up going well, but that's not a bad primetime matchup.
No, it's not. It's not at all. I just think the Bucs-Texans definitely was better.
Then this week, we have Bills-Dolphins. Nope. The Dolphins should not be on primetime. We need to start flexing these games earlier. After week 1, we should be allowed to start flexing games because this shit fucking sucks. I don't want to watch it.
I think there's been some. I think you can't always put the always amazing games out there. But I agree.
You want to know what the worst part is? The Dolphins are in primetime games back-to-back weeks. They got Thursday Night Football this week, and then they're on Monday Night Football next week.
Who do they play Monday Night Football?
The Jets.
That's an ugly game right there. That's an ugly game.
I hate Roger Goodell for this.
They're back to 1 o'clock. Being banished into the void of the 1 o'clock games the week after that.
Oh, how did the Lions this year get a bunch of 1 o'clock games, and the Dolphins are getting back-to-back primetime games? Like, what are we doing?
People were believers in Tua coming into this year, I guess.
I understand that the Giants are a big market team, and basically being in New York is going to get you 1 to 2 primetime games, no matter how bad you are. But can the primetime game not be against the Kansas City Chiefs? Especially after going 0-2, they might hang 100 on the fucking Giants just to get right.
Oh my God! They also host the Ravens on Thursday Night Football on October 30th. What are we doing?
Who does?
Dolphins.
Are we fucking kidding?
They have 2 Thursday Night Football games.
That's insane.
The last time.
And they got an international game.
Okay, send them to banish them to fucking Norway, dude. I don't want to see
Mike
them.
McDaniel might be staying in London or Germany or wherever that game is.
Fucking the worst thing is, do you guys remember the last time the Dolphins played the Ravens in a primetime game?
No.
It was 2 years ago. The game was so shitty. The post-game interview, like the star player of the game, was the offensive tackle for Miami that illegally caught a pass and did the flip into the end zone.
Oh, Robert Hunt.
That was the last time. The score of the game was like 26-6. It was the worst fucking game in football history.
Why? Why the hell do they have so many
illegal
primetime games? Week 15 and Week 16, they're Monday Night Football and Sunday Night Football too. Why
We ain't gotta worry about that.
This is the opening to the pod now.
Hey.
Why the fuck do the Dolphins have so many fucking primetime games?
Guess what? We ain't gotta worry about that because them motherfuckers are definitely getting flexed.
Yeah,
These
they'll
are
get flexed.
these
They'll
are
get
really
flexed
what
late.
One of those, the Sunday
Maybe
Night
not
Football
Monday
in
night.
December that they've got in Week 16. That's Bengals at Dolphins. We might have Joe Burrow back, but there's a chance he
thing
might be
is-
done for the year.
The thing is, if the Bengals do really bad, that might be the battle for the number 1 overall pick game. So that actually
But on
could-
Sunday Night Football, absolutely not.
The thing is, that Sunday night game is definitely getting flexed. Monday night, I think that's a little bit harder. Means it's a different day of the week, kind of thing. Unless there's 2 Monday night games or something. But I don't know. Yeah, what the fuck are we doing? We had way too much faith.
Going into how we picked, I was the only person to pick Green Bay, and you guys all picked Washington. They got the dub. Donnie Lone Wolf, the Giants over the Cowboys, which almost worked in
That
his
almost
favor
was a
if
crazy
the
pick.
Giants defense could have just held them for 18 seconds and Brandon Aubrey wasn't the man.
Brandon Aubrey wasn't the best kicker we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Fucking, I would've-
We all picked Pittsburgh, and they lost. I Lone Wolf Tennessee. You guys picked the Rams. They won. We all picked Buffalo. We all picked the Patriots. They won. Dallas Lone Wolf the Bengals, and they won. We all got the Jags wrong. Donnie picked the Saints, which honestly was actually a very close game. But
I
he got
was
that
two.
wrong.
I was what 4 points away from, or no, 6 points away from having 2 damn good picks.
Yeah. Baltimore got the dub. We all picked them. We all picked Detroit. They got the dub. I Lone Wolf the Colts, and Danny Dimes got that done, and a crazy nail biter at the end.
I didn't pick the Colts.
You guys all picked Denver. I picked the Colts. Yes. Dallas Lone Wolf, the Panthers. They almost had a comeback victory against the Cardinals, but the Cardinals got the dub. It was a split. Donnie and Dallas picked the Eagles. They got the dub. Dallas also Lone Wolf, the Falcons, and they got the dub in that barn burner Sunday Night Football game. I picked the Texans. They lost. And then Donnie Lone Wolf, the Vegas, and they lost. Getting into some of those games, I'll just pick and choose at certain games and certain topics to talk about. Not going to talk too much about the Thursday Night Football game. Whatever, Green Bay won. It was a shitty game. Good defensive battle.
Fuck the Packers.
Yeah. Giants Cowboys. It was an interesting game. Not going to get into Malik Neighbors is that guy, and Russell Wilson's actually the
I would
leading
say
passer
Russell
in the
Wilson
NFL.
remembered how to play football
He's
again.
the leading passer in the NFL, but it is the Giants, so it's an interesting.
Russell Wilson went back to fucking. He thought it was 2013, dude. He was going to fucking nuke you.
Literally. Won't spend too much time on Pittsburgh, Seattle, except that I saw that clip. Yeah, it is not Rodgers' that fault. He has still got it. It was just a bad game for the Steelers team in general. But yeah,
That defense, we got to have a conversation about that defense. Holy fucking shit. Do you see they're 28th or worse in like defensive EPA against the run?
we thought they
against
were going to be the best.
All these
defenses.
stats. And they are, I'm pretty sure, by far the most expensive defense in the NFL. Like per position, like over the cap, they are, or per over the cap, they are like number 1 across the board in defensive spending. So that defense being bad is not like an option. Like it cannot be bad. We can't have
That's insane.
17 points should win them half their games this year. They cannot allow 24 to Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Even because that special teams play, I don't put on the defense, obviously. Fucking yeah.
The next 3 games, I'll just skim over. Rams beat the Titans. That was an okay game. Cam Ward had a really cool pass. That was actually an insane pass. It looked awesome. The Bills put the beat down on the Jets. Patriots Dolphins was actually a decent game. Patriots got the dub. This one we could spend a little time talking just to talk about the future of Cincinnati. The Bengals did get the job done in Jacksonville, but at a cost. Joe Burrow out with turf toe indefinitely for 3 months. Not looking good. They did just go out and add Mike White to the practice squad. They added a couple other quarterbacks to the practice squad, so it looks like they might actually stick with Jake Browning.
Well, I heard that
I mean,
outside of Joe Burrow's obviously on IR now, but the only quarterbacks they had on the roster heading into that game were Joe Burrow and Jake Browning. So right now, Jake Browning is the only quarterback on the active roster. So they needed to bring somebody in.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know about you guys. I have a couple different takes on this. One, Joe Burrow needs to ask out of Cincy. Like,
People are saying that he's the next Andrew Luck.
See, I don't like that comparison just because I think Andrew Luck as a talent was an all-time level talent. It just didn't end up working out because, like, he was a generational prospect. He was literally like, the only thing that stopped him was his health. Whenever he was healthy, those Colts teams were damn good. And it was mainly because of him. And that was with bad O-lines, not really getting a good run game. It was him. Like, he was the team. So I don't really like that just because I think luck is in a different
I mean, it's
category.
obviously not 1-to-1, but it's a similar situation of star quarterback who should be there for his entire career, and you're wasting his talents because you can't protect him.
He's getting his ass whooped back there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think the fact that he keeps getting hurt is just. I think the Bengals are like the worst ran franchise that nobody talks about.
Yeah,
I think outside of like
bad.
the Browns and like maybe the Jags, like they're right there. The fact that it's taken them this long and they can't get somewhat of an O-line, but you're paying T. Higgins and Jamar Chase $30 million a year, like it's just ridiculous. And you're not paying Trey Hendrickson, really. Like they haven't given him a real deal. So it's like
it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the season, the next 3 months goes without Joe Burrow and what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's very interesting. They are 2-0, but obviously it's not going to stand in that kind of division. They right. once they hit the Ravens, once they hit the Steelers,
they've also kind of got a gauntlet of a schedule coming up.
They play us. I know they play the Chiefs. Like
they've got the Vikings this week, which is not as bad now, especially after that performance JJ put up anyway. But he's obviously out, so they got to face Carson Wentz this week in Minnesota.
Ooh, can't wait for that.
And then they play. God, where'd they go? They got at Broncos Monday Night Football the week after. Lions at home, and then at Packers. So kind of a rough
it seemed like that Lions game. Like Jamar Chase,
and then they host the Steelers on.
Jamar Chase might go for 250 yards on us, but we still probably are going to win by a touchdown or two. Like it's just that's most likely what's going to happen. So
I got a hot take on the Bengals and the Joe Burrow's injury.
Oh God,
Jake Browning, Hall of Famer.
No, maybe this is because I wasn't like super high on them going in. I don't think this changes a single thing for the Bengals. Like I think the Bengals were going to win 7 or 8 games before the year, and I think they're going to win 7 or 8 games now. Like I don't think
that's a bit of a hot take.
I mean, when Jake Browning took over before, he didn't do bad. Like he looked good. He didn't look like a normal backup filling in. Like he did fine. The thing of paying all these receivers is like, I'm not going to say it's Kyle Shanahan and 49ers-esque where you can plug in any crap, but like if you're an NFL level backup, like getting thrown in with a good running back and 2 top 20 receivers, one of them being in an argument for the best in the league, like you're not going to do bad. Like you're going to look as good as any backup possibly could. And Jake Browning, I think, is an above average backup. Like I think he could be a low end starter somewhere. So it's like, I don't know. I don't think, like I said, I didn't have them in the playoffs. If I had them like winning the division, I could see maybe like my prediction changing, but like I thought they were a 6-8 win team before, and I think they're a 6-8 win team now. And yeah, the schedule's going to be hard. But I think Jake Browning's not that bad. And I think the Bengals will still be able to score a lot on a lot of different teams.
Now that you've talked it out, I think that's not as hot of a take as we thought originally. But
it literally happened. So like that's kind of why I say that. We've literally seen Jake Browning do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mac Jones went out, looked pretty decent in his 49ers debut, and they beat the Saints. Baltimore put it to the Browns, but with Derrick Henry having a pretty bad game, but that Browns D-line is pretty damn good, so it's not like the rest of the team sucks, but that Browns D-line is amazing. We'll get to we'll touch on the Detroit game last. Indy Denver, that one ended a nail biter. I think we can officially say we can't overreact that Daniel Jones might be the answer in Indianapolis. He looks very good. It's a very, like, if you watch their plays, watch their game, they are very they play very well together, and I think Daniel Jones looks good in that offense. And I'm in that kind of division. The Texans are 0-2, the Titans are 0-2, and Jags are a very bad 1-1 team. I think that they could probably go out and win that division. If not, it'd be very close, maybe right at the end with whoever they played in their last game. But as of right now, if you look at their schedule, I think they could probably go out and win, especially beating a team like Denver. Like Denver's got a pretty good defense, better than your average defense. So in my opinion, I think that the Colts probably could go out and win this division, especially with that Texans loss against the Bucs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm still not ready to be like, hell yeah, Daniel Jones he's
MVP,
back.
Just say it.
Like, they're going to get another win this week. They play the Titans, but I don't know. I feel like eventually they got to regress to the mean a little bit. You know, like they get the Rams the week after. That'll probably be their first loss.
Dumb.
Yeah. I mean, their schedule's going to come for them eventually, I think. And they're going to start piling up some of these losses. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I'm just not a believer.
I'm real glad you had that completely rational take, because I have the irrational take. I think Danny Dimes is here to fucking stay, dude. I watched some clips, dude.
He looks good.
Danny Dimes could be a guy in Indy.
Yeah, he could.
Like,
this is like how Baker is a guy in Tampa Bay. He's like Indianapolis' Tampa Bay.
He could be. He really could be.
They're Baker Mayfield.
My big 2 takeaways watching Daniel Jones is, actually I have 3. One, Anthony Richardson fucking sucks. That is my first take. How is Danny Dimes?
Who could have possibly told you guys like 2 seasons
Thank
ago
you,
that
Dallas.
Anthony Richardson is
Man.
not the guy. Who would have thought? All it took was him breaking his pinky and then putting Daniel Jones in.
Go. The
My
Giants,
second take
this just shows the Giants are a poverty franchise, like really
The Giants are poverty. The Giants not making it work at all with Daniel Jones. He's
Or
going to have more
Saquon. Daniel Jones, they had Daniel Jones and Saquon, and now look at them both.
I think the
Your
Giants
brothers have got to be in
are-
shambles, Colin. Like they can't. Like I would just actually have to pick a new team at this point.
Yeah.
And now you've got
And then-
Malik Neighbors coming in. He's gonna be statistically one of the greatest wide receivers of all time, but with no recognition or anything or accolades.
It's going to be the
And-
Matthew
and
Stafford
the-
of wide receivers for sure. His face just changed. He was like mid-smile and he went full serious in like 2 seconds.
We
And
love you, Danny Dimes. We love you.
The third take is Shane Steichen might be top 10 head coach in the league.
Coach of the year?
Him-
Coach of the year? If the Colts make the playoff, absolutely.
That was me and
Coach of the
Donnie's
year.
coach of the year last year.
Danny-
We met for
If
this
Danny
year.
Dimes, if they win 10, 11 games after
Right.
being projected to be like #1 overall pick category,
Peyton Manning, who?
I was
yeah,
going to say,
he earned it. He earned it.
when they came into this season, like Anthony Richardson went down, Danny Dimes came in, looked not so great in the preseason. Everyone was like, damn, it's over for the Colts. 0-17
Dan's
season incoming.
Colts fans were like genuinely pissed that mainly Ballard, their GM, but like they were also mad that Shane Steichen did not get fired at the end of last year. Like with all the reports and shit coming out about how like the organization was from the inside, like, and even I as a Shane Steichen believer, I was like, yeah, he should probably get fired with all that shit that was going on that we heard about. But like for him to make Daniel Jones look this good, the only trepidation I have about Daniel Jones is I watched a video breaking it down. He has faced like an extreme amount of blitzes so far this year. Like the Broncos blitzed the shit out of him. Like I can't even remember the they brought 5 guys on 52% or more of their rushes, which was like the highest PFF has recorded in whatever. I can't remember the exact stat, but they threw a lot at him in terms of blitzes. And then week 1 in Miami, they were throwing a lot of blitzes at him because statistically, that's the best way to beat Daniel Jones. Like when he was on the Giants, he struggled against the blitz. But like
Because
with
the
Colts-
offensive line did.
and the Colts have a decent O-line. So, like, they're giving him that extra 2 seconds that he needs, and he's finding guys. And it's just, I don't know. I think if they face a team that only rushes 4 and, like, puts up, like, a too high shell coverage, and they make him, like, find the gaps, you know what I mean? Like, be real disciplined and precise with his passing, I could see that giving him trouble. But, like, as of right now, Danny Dimes is playing top-tier ball. And if I was a Colts fan, I'd be all in if I was a Colts fan. I'm not going to lie. And if I was a Giants fan, I would become a Colts fan. I would not deal with the Giants.
Going to look at the Kansas City-Philadelphia game, not a crazy. Both these teams have just seemed a little lackluster this year in terms of, you know, the expectations that they had. Obviously,
They've
both
just been
being
sloppy.
both being in the Super Bowl, they've both been sloppy. I mean, Jalen Hurts through 2 games has 250 passing yards, no touchdowns, but no interceptions. So he's played decent football. He's just both teams have just been okay, but the Chiefs especially, starting out 0-2, just can't get anything done. And it's just like, if I were the Chiefs, you need something. I mean, this week they play the Giants, which is absolutely good, but
Must win.
Let's slow down there. We'll get to that in a minute. I got a stat for y'all.
I was about to say, the Giants are at home, and Russell Wilson has played great football. If the Chiefs...
Last week.
Me
Not the week
personally,
before.
me
Last
personally,
week.
if I were the Chiefs, you need something to boost up this team like crazy. You gotta have Tyreek on the phone. Like, the Dolphins are hurting. Go get Tyreek. I know you traded picks, like you traded him away to get picks, but I don't care what it takes. There's no way it's going to cost a first rounder. He's too old. You got to go get Tyreek. You need him. Like, that would be huge. Travis Kelce is a great tight end, but honestly, he is not it anymore. He is not in a football. Like, he's just not there. Like, he's a good veteran to have on the team, but he's really just not that great anymore, in my opinion. You watch how he plays. He dropped a crucial ball in that Chargers game. He dropped another crucial ball that ended up in an interception in the end zone against the Philadelphia Eagles. They probably could have won them the game. So they're just making a lot of mistakes right now. They're Kansas City, though. Yeah, we're talking all this. I'm not sitting here saying that Kansas City's gonna go 3-14 or 5-12. They're gonna make the playoffs. Will they win the division? That's a good question because the Chargers have been playing good football. I still think they'll make the playoffs, though. I easily do. That AFC, you can go 10-7 and probably still make the playoffs, and I think the Chiefs will bounce back. But I still think that there is some worry about maybe needing to go out and get some players. But both teams have looked just okay. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen anything flashy out of either teams.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, like I said, they've just been sloppy to start. I mean, I don't see it becoming a problem. Like you said, they're Kansas City, they're Philadelphia, they're gonna get it together. But yeah, it's been just a weird start for both of them. I'm gonna just give you my stat now. I know we got to pick the games in a minute, but you said they get the Giants next week. The Chiefs have never beat the Giants on the road. That is the only team they have never beaten on the road in the entire NFL. And
That's actually a wild
they
stat.
play them on the road this week, so we could be in for an 0-3 start to the Kansas City Chiefs.
It would be a Kansas City
In
Chief
New
thing to get it.
York?
It would be a Kansas City Chiefs thing though to just break that and all of a sudden come out and just beat ass and just out of nowhere. But it is the Giants, so it wouldn't be impressive.
I don't know, man. That makes me lean Giants. I'm not
Dude,
gonna
with
lie.
Russ, honestly, Russ was cooking. Like Russ, he looked. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting. And then obviously we saw the clip at the end of the game. Chris Jones goes, "You didn't even have 100 yards." Well, funny enough, he did have 101 passing yards, which is not good, but he still did. And Chris Jones goes, which I'm on the side of like, even though Jalen Hurts played like not great, 101 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interception. He had a rushing touchdown. That's not great. He didn't play good, but they won the game. So who gives a shit? I love that from Jalen Hurts. Like Chris Jones, like you didn't even get 100 yards out. He's like, we won the game. Shut the fuck up. Absolutely deserved for Jalen Hurts. Like, yeah, he didn't play good. He barely got 100 yards, but they won the game. They're 2-0. They just won on the road in Kansas City. Shut the fuck up. Like, I love that. That is amazing energy from Jalen Hurts, and it's great for the Eagles. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, this is a game I really wish I could have watched. I didn't get to see literally any of it. But
You really didn't miss much.
I mean, I like both teams, so like I would have been entertained. Like I don't hate any. I don't know, but I think the Eagles this year, their philosophy, like the reason they're barely looking better than the Cowboys and the Chiefs, and so far I've had 2 one-score games. I think their strategy this year is to just be the Chiefs from last year. Like, thug out these games, win close. Like, there's no reason to hand the ball to Saquon 40 times if you can hand it to him 10 times, win a game by a field goal, get out of there healthy with a win. You know what I mean? Because if you look at Jalen's passing charts, everything's within like 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage, or at the line of scrimmage. Like he's not throwing down the field too much. I think it's more, let's not turn the ball over. Let's just run, control the clock, kick field goals, honestly, and just win. Let the defense get better. I don't think it's like last year where they're like, okay, we're going to hand this ball to Saquon because we have a point to prove, and we're going to drop 300 rushing yards on your face. Let's see how you deal with it. I think it's more just, like I said, they'll find a way to win. They're champions. But yeah, I think the Chiefs are in major trouble. I think they are. I think the fact that they can't run the ball is the biggest concern. They cannot run the ball. Pacheco, I think had like 25 yards on like 12 touches. Like that is not going to get it done. So yeah, I'm kind of in favor of them getting Tyreek too. I don't know, man. I think it's tough sledding if you're a KC fan.
All right, we'll get into these last 4 games. We'll talk about the Vikings, Minnesota. We'll talk about a little bit about the Bucks, Houston, and Vegas Raiders. Definitely want to talk a little bit about the Vikings, Atlanta, and then obviously we'll get into the Detroit game. First, I just wanted to go over some quick NFL news. I'll label it all if we want to touch on it all, but there's been a lot of injuries going on. Aaron Jones gets placed on IR. We already talked about the J.J. McCarthy, Joe Burrow one. We'll get into more of the J.J. McCarthy one here in a second, but Aaron Jones was placed on IR. He, with a hamstring injury, the Vikings are expected to sign Cam Akers. The Lions signed, I had sent this to you guys earlier. The Lions signed, I'm missing his name now, but
Malik Cunningham,
Malik Cunningham, to prepare a little bit for Lamar Jackson, which is kind of cool. I don't know how well it'll work, but I guess we'll find out. Just gotta throw this out there just because it's crazy. Sean McVay tore his plantar, however you say that. Yeah, and he, by the way, Sean McVay's a coach. He's the head coach. He doesn't play football. Yeah, so that's
coaching in a walking boot. What are we doing?
Kalijah Cansey tore his pec in the Bucks.
They did beat the Titans pretty handedly, and he did play college ball. Are we ruling out that Sean McVay did not get in and play DB for a couple snaps? I ain't ruling it out.
I think that would be against the rules. But
Kalijah Cansey tore his pec in the game last night. He will be out for the entire season. The Bucks announced. Shout out Martha Ford. She turned 100 years old yesterday.
Shout out.
Which is crazy.
I didn't realize she was that old until I saw a post about it today.
I didn't realize she was that young. She looks ancient every time I see a photo of her.
Jadeveon Clowney, he did sign with the Cowboys.
Immediately after that game, like 10 minutes after the game, he signed with the Cowboys.
Yeah, Jerry Jones got on the phone, made the call, which is crazy. All right, we'll touch on these games for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll get into our picks, and that'll be the podcast. Atlanta went to Minnesota, and Adani called it. This was a shit game. It was... J.J. McCarthy has played 8 quarters of football and looked good in one quarter. He looked bad. I saw a stat,
but he looked so good it got him NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I saw a stat that if he spiked the ball every single play, he would have had a better passer rating than he did at the end of the game. They couldn't do anything.
I don't even understand how that works. That doesn't even make sense.
It's because of the 2 picks he threw. That's why.
I know, but like, damn, that doesn't make sense when I hear that.
Even Atlanta didn't really just play that good. It wasn't even a good defensive battle. You know where good defense. Honestly, the Bucks Houston game was a good defensive battle for most of that first half. There was some amazing defensive plays, and it was a really fun game to watch. That Vikings Minnesota game, you were like, oh, that's a good defensive game too. No, it was just teams that would get all the way down to the red zone, and then so their defense was just getting cooked. But then they all of a sudden get a 3-and-out from absolutely nothing, and they just kick a field goal. Like that's all it was that entire game, and it was not a good game. But the Vikings now. have placed that JJ McCarthy will be out 3 or 4 weeks. And I said this earlier today. My hot take, maybe not hot. I obviously do not like JJ McCarthy. I think he is not an NFL starter. We saw what Sam Darnold did last year. He comes in, starts, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, whoa, Sam Darnold is amazing. Carson Wentz is a former, should have been former NFL MVP. He was the favorite.
Don't steal my fucking take. Don't do it.
Okay, well, I said it earlier in the group.
I know what you're gonna say.
I said it earlier in the group chat, so I said it in front of everybody.
It's not fair. I'm the Carson Wentz guy.
Okay, that's fine, but I still said it earlier in the group chat before you did. So
I rode this man when he was
we can't rule out Desmond Ridder. He just got activated from the practice squad today.
Where's he even at?
Minnesota.
He's at. I don't need to. I didn't even need.
I said that I think that Carson Wentz is going to come in and do what Sam Darnold did and play just as good.
He's so mad that you beat him to it.
I literally said this before you did in the group chat. I don't care who you are. I said it first.
I want the take. That's it. I'm going to pick. I'm going to step above. Not only is Carson Wentz going to have the Sam Darnold-like comeback, he's stealing the job from JJ McCarthy. I think the Vikings could roll with Carson Wentz. It could be, it could be a Brock Purdy, Trey Lance situation where, like, he comes in and he steals that fuck job.
Colin, can I get the floor back?
No,
fuck you. You're a dick. I can't believe you did that.
You can't believe I did that, even though I was the first person to say that.
The thing that pisses me off
is you're a Carson Wentz fan. Oh my gosh, I don't care.
Before you even typed that, you knew that was going to be my take. Is that Carson?
No, I didn't. I think it's just obvious.
You're a lying son of a bitch.
As a JJ McCarthy hater, I think everybody was thinking
I'm a huge JJ McCarthy hater, and I think Carson Wentz is going to go. Colin, can I get the floor, please?
You have the floor. Talk.
What the fuck?
He keeps interrupting me.
Shut up.
Anyways, what I was saying, my take is that Carson Wentz is going to take the job from JJ McCarthy. They're going to sit JJ McCarthy for the rest of the year. Carson Wentz is going to have a pretty solid year for the Vikings and take the Vikings to the same situation where they were in last year, where they're competing for the division. This Viking team is good. Kevin O'Connell is great, and he's going to take this former should have been NFL MVP to next levels. He's going to be better than what Sam Darnold was. I just don't think JJ McCarthy was the answer. I just don't think, like Colin Coward said it great. He said that JJ McCarthy is used to 1 or 2 throws he has to make a game. You've got to do that per drive in the NFL. He's just
There was a whole quarter or a whole half of a college football game that, granted, Michigan didn't need him to throw, but they only had him throw the ball twice in the entire second half against Penn State a couple years ago. And there's no reason for that.
He's just not that guy. And I think Carson Wentz is going to come in here and he's going to show that he is way better in that position. I'm not a big Carson Wentz guy either. I'm a believer in that Vikings offense.
Oh, so not only did you steal Donnie's take, you're not even a real believer.
No, I'm a big
bullshit, dude.
You should
have let me say it.
Because guess what? Guess what's going to happen? Carson Wentz is going to leave, go get a starting job somewhere else, and he's going to suck. That's exactly what's going to happen.
100%.
No.
It's the Viking system.
That's not what's going to happen.
No.
Future Detroit Lion Carson Wentz.
I would have a jersey in the mail so goddamn fast your head would spin.
Goff is definitely better than Carson Wentz.
I'm not saying that with my chest. I'm not going to stand on that.
You don't have a chest, apparently.
All right, we're spending way too long on the Falcons Vikings. We got to wrap this up.
Really, because I have not got started on Carson Wentz, so we might as well.
We're gonna wait. You have more? It's just Carson Wentz. All right.
Yeah, I believe in Carson Wentz. That is the end of the statement.
Buccaneers Texans. Honestly, might have been the most entertaining game of the week. Truthfully, at least in my eyes.
Speaking of quarterbacks, I believe.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield is that guy.
Yeah. I saw Mike Valeni saying that we love Goff and everything, but damn, it would be so much fun if Baker was a Lion.
Oh, that's one.
If Baker had been Ben Johnson's quarterback the last couple of years, wouldn't that be fucking insane?
I would absolutely be okay if we traded a first-round pick and Jared Goff for Baker Mayfield. I'm not even kidding. I honestly would be.
I don't know that I would go that far.
Attaching a first-round pick is kind of crazy.
Dude, he's like 5 years. He's like 5 years younger than Goff, and honestly,
no, the fuck he is not. They're both 30.
No, your mom is 30, bro. Like what?
I think Jared Goff's
31. Goff's 31.
And Baker's 30. I'm not trading a first-round pick for a year.
Yeah, but Baker's just younger, ain't he? Like, he's just acts younger. Like, Goff's an unk. Like, he's got a child. Like, he's an unk. And Baker been moving. I mean, we saw...
You're about to get muted in a second if you keep saying unk.
Unk, been moving? What the fuck did this show just turn into?
Baker is moving. Like, he can actually run the ball. And
Baker's moving and Goff's an unk, is what you said.
Yes, that's exactly what that means. Is he's an unk, and Baker can move the ball, and Colin Tierney is behind him.
Alan, are you okay? You've done that multiple times.
No, my TV is to the left of me, and I
was being held by fucking gunpoint right here, right off the screen.
Please, we're almost done.
No, it's the TV. I still got the news on. It's just muted right now.
And then Geno Smith on Monday Night Football at 10 p.m. If anyone stayed up to even watch it, Gino sucked. I mean, I didn't stay to watch it.
First play of the game.
First play of the game was a wild interception.
Yeah.
It was a good play. It was a good play by the safety. That was a good ball. I don't blame Gino.
Hey,
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was.
If the safety was able to close in like that, that was not the throw.
He threw it on a fucking rope there, Colin. It's not his fault that safety made a perfect
that's
play.
my point. That's my point. If the safety was able to close in with how much velocity there was on that football and almost pick that off, that's insane. Absolutely not. Bad throw.
Yeah, Gino, that was an insane throw. You're right. Gino's that guy. But
No. Give me Sam Darnold. We're revisiting that take. Give me Sam Darnold over Gino.
that's absurd to say that.
and the game we obviously want to talk about. Oh, Donnie, if you have something, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm mad. We just trimmed over the Baker.
It was more or less just because I wanted to get into the Detroit game and get to picks.
I'd rather talk about Baker.
Okay, go ahead.
I like Baker.
All right, I can get behind that.
I wanted to
What
go
was
into a
that?
whole suspension.
I would rather talk about Baker. All right, go ahead.
I wanted to go
Baker.
into a full monologue on Baker, but then you immediately move into Gino. I wanted to sit here and talk about Baker and how he should be an MVP candidate and how he is the best gritty quarterback of all time.
I know
No, we
Dallas
gotta
is
move on.
editing this
Talk about
like
Gino
happy
fucking-
as fuck because he had Baker as an MVP in our preseason picks.
That's
be
good.
fair.
This will actually be the best week for Dallas to edit because this is he sees everything we talk about, and then he has to just watch it again. He has no idea what he's watching this week, and he's just gonna be watching it, and then he's gonna pause it, and he's gonna say, "Why are we calling Jared Goff an unk?" And then, anyways, we love Baker Mayfield. Everyone saw him get in the face. Everyone saw him get. Every Lions fan loved that he got in the face of C.J. Gardner-Johnson after an injury. He went down with an injury and said, "Hold on, who's talking shit?" Got up.
Yeah,
and
I
got-
thought because that looked very similar. Like the way that the guy landed on his foot, it looked very similar to the Joe Burrow injury, and I was like, "No way, he has turf toe too." Like, come the fuck on. Like,
Baker probably
need to
did.
get
He just
serious.
decided that it was not necessary, and he needed to talk shit that moment.
I'm sitting there, like, kind of watching the game in my phone, watching the game in my phone. All I hear is, oh, like Baker scrambling, oh, and he's hurt. And literally from the time it took me to hear that and look up, all I see is him.
He's in his face.
I was like, I was like, what? Like, what the fuck
I
just
was just saying,
happened?
everyone
What?
thought he was hurt in that moment.
Dude, just that singular play alone of, oh, fuck, I think I just wrecked my knee, to standing up in the middle of the face of a shit-talking safety is like,
Top five quarterback moment.
once Stafford retires, I'm gonna have to flip a coin between Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield for my favorite football.
Oh, it should
player.
easily be Baker. Fuck Jalen Hurts.
Baker reminds me of Stafford so much. Like, he's more outspoken than Stafford, but like the playing style and the like.
Baker's just a successful
Great.
Johnny Manziel. Is really what it feels like. He was just the Johnny Manziel that actually worked.
And he
Baker,
almost didn't. People were reposting him lining up at defensive end with the Panthers a couple of years ago.
scout team punt rush for the Panthers when they won 3 games. Like, I saw that meme as well,
And the fucking Tampa Bay scouts were like, you see that man whose career is like in the gutter right now? He's gonna replace the greatest quarterback of all time, and it's gonna work.
it was Sean McVay. After I saw that meme, I went back and I remembered the game that saved his career when he went to the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
He like asked for his release from the Panthers on like a Tuesday, signs with the Rams immediately, gets there, and they play like a Thursday night standalone game. Him not knowing the playbook goes in, leads that comeback against a Raiders team who's not good, but like the fact that you can go in on 2 days' notice and run a Sean McVay offense is almost impossible. And then to lead a game winner in that drive, like every time I think of that play, like that is such an iconic moment, especially if Baker turns into a guy who wins a Super Bowl or wins an MVP. Like, that is going to be like an all-time Ant-level moment of him turning his career around. And I don't know. I love Baker.
All right.
Finishing it off, we'll talk about, and then we'll get into picks. The Lions go host the Chicago Bears, and obviously all of us Detroit fans are a little bit nervous. Hey, what's going to happen in this game? It's Ben return game, revenge. Like, what's going to happen? We need to win this game. Starts out, which I feel I watched replays of last year, like, the Cowboys game, we put belt to ass. They scored first. That Titans game was 14-14 at one point. Yeah, we won 52-14. The game started out, we scored first. Bears get the answer, and it was about like a 21-14 at one point, and it's like, okay, this is a close-ish game, and then all of a sudden, the second half, the end of the first half, I want to explain me and Donnie's point of view. So obviously we've got
All-time moment.
We've got this is maybe a top 10 just moment that has ever happened in the Lions game for me. I don't know why it was so funny. I was also had a lot of Crown and Sprites, so I was feeling it.
We're having a good
Say
time.
Crown and Sprite?
Yeah.
Well,
That's insane. That's
Thank you.
diabolical.
Thank you. That's what I thought.
First
Dark
off,
liquor with Sprite?
First
Absurd.
off, will you
Absurd.
Mix that with like Coke or something.
First off, Dallas, edit this out. Second off, it was Crown
Oh,
Vanilla.
leave that bitch in.
It was Crown Vanilla, and Colin, I have been caffeine free for 3 years. I can't have Coke.
Oh,
So
I did not know
Jesus
that
fucking
part.
Christ.
and you can't just take
Caffeine-free
shots.
Diet Coke. There you go.
They
Dude,
don't have
that
caffeine
is-
free there.
They
I
literally had Diet Coke right now. Fucking.
That has caffeine in it. Diet Coke has
Regular
caffeine.
Diet Coke has caffeine in it. He's right.
I'm gonna say something that might be controversial. Grow up. It's fucking caffeine. Good lord, it's not.
I just don't.
Come on, bro.
It just gave me headaches, man. I just don't drink caffeine anymore. I used to get headaches all the time when I drink caffeine. I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with
That makes that. Okay.
Ryan quit pop in January. I don't hear you telling her to grow up.
Do you not remember when we were standing there?
I'm sorry. Some of us actually want to be that healthier in life. Like fucking shit.
It's not like it's caffeine, dude.
Yeah,
it's
caffeine
like,
is very addictive.
It's not like sugar or
Yes.
fucking.
Caffeine is worse. Caffeine is worse. Way worse.
Okay.
It's very
Anyway, back to
truly is
reality.
not.
All right.
But anyways, yes, it was the one drink that I could have, Colin, and I didn't care. It was first Lions game of the season. Anyways, I was feeling it, and it was 21-14. We had like 30-ish seconds left, and we were about at the 50-yard line. We throw up a deep bomb. This man, Isaac Tesla, says, I don't need two hands to play football. All I need is one hand. And he catches another beautiful one-hand grab while the Bears defender is hugging him, basically. Stays in bounds. So we're all freaking out. This is the most insane catch ever. But we're like, clock the ball. What is going on? But the ref never got over there. So I watched the replay. The ref's just holding the ball. And we're like, what is he doing? So he slowly goes over there to place the ball.
Tesla gets up slow too.
And, if you watch the replay, he gets up slow. He does it, but then he runs right over. So it's like he wasted. There was plenty of time to clock.
I was there was like 16 seconds.
Yeah. So he gets over there. They clock it. Blah. Whatever. We were like, what is going on? But we were so amazed by the catch. And then all of a sudden, the Bears players start running to the locker room, and we're like, oh, there's no way. And then the ref comes over and says, add 6 seconds back to the clock. Every fan in our section is going, go back, and yelling at these Bears players to go back to their sideline. And it was hilarious. And then we go and score the touchdown to go into halftime. At that moment, I knew we were winning the game. And we come back out in the second half. Amon-Ra scores 3 tutties. Jahmyr Gibbs gets 1. J-Mo, 2 for 108, 1 tutty. Monty gets a tutty. It's just, we're rolling. And I know we played the Ravens this week, but
there was a point where he had 15 straight completions in that game.
Yeah. It was a great game for us Lions fans, I can say. And fuck Ben Johnson. And yeah. Go ahead,
all right, yep, and there it is. You ruined a fucking decent little ramble.
Fuck Ben Johnson.
All right. Week 3 picks starting off strong with Dolphins at Bills Thursday night football. No question, give me the Bills.
Oh, this is so weird. I'm not used to going after Colin. I do not like this. Okay.
He's sitting here waiting for Dallas. Like,
I was literally all right. Now I was like looking at his name. I'm like, crap. Yeah, I don't think I need to think about this one. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, Bills by a lot.
All right, Bengals at Vikings. Jake Browning versus. Oh my God, this is bad. Carson Wentz.
Do not call this an ugly game. This is gonna be a good game.
This is gonna be a good game because both teams are gonna be so bad that it turns.
No, I do not think that's the case.
I think this game has a shot to end up like 51-52. Like, I think this is going to be a fucking shootout.
I don't know if it's going to be that high, but I do agree. I think it'll be maybe 30-40s.
Maybe. I know y'all are praising Carson Wentz, and I think he's going to have a great game, and he's going to steal JJ's spot, but I got to go Bengals here. It's just my gut feeling.
Yeah. In Minnesota, Carson Wentz, under the lights. Well, it's 1 o'clock. I don't know why I said under the lights.
I mean, the lights will be on. It's indoors. So.
Yeah. I don't know. This is so hard just because it's like these are two quarterbacks we've never seen play on this team, except for Jake Browning a couple of times. But I'm going to go Minnesota.
I'm trying. I was gonna make a comparison, but I feel like it wouldn't have
Could go for a tie.
No. Yeah. No, I was gonna make like an analogy, but I don't think it would work well for the podcast today. Yeah, I mean, I think like I said, I think the Bengals will be solid with Jake Browning. I don't think much changes with Joe Burrow being out, as crazy as that sounds. But you put this game against the Eagles on fucking Mars. I think Carson Wentz is getting this shit done. I'm telling you guys, like, Carson Wentz in a KOC offense might break the NFL fans' mind. I think this is going to be something special. Give me Carson Wentz and the Vikings.
All right. Texans at Jags. Texans have started off 0-2, had a tough loss Monday night. Arguably could have won that game, but obviously Baker and the Buccaneers got the dub there. Jags just lost to the Bengals, who lost Joe Burrow mid-game. I'm going to go Texans here. I think Texans finally get in the win column. It's been too long. I think they should have been in the last 2 weeks, but, you know.
Yeah, I agree with Colin. I think the Texans are due. Even though it's in Jacksonville, I'm going to go with they get on a huge track, and I think this is maybe a couple scored game. Like the Texans beat them by 14, maybe more. I'm going Texans.
Man, I don't even think it matters who wins this game. I'm out on both these teams. Like, I'm out.
Are you out on both these teams, or are you just so in on the Colts that it just don't matter what these teams do?
I think, no, I don't. It's not even that. Like, if I'm a Titans fan, I feel better about my team than these two teams. Like, I just don't.
That's crazy to me, but all right.
I'll say at least on offense, maybe defensively with the Texans, like you're so ramped up with D'Amico Ryans, but like, I think the Jags game, T-Law waving off Cohen when he's trying to coach him from the sideline, I think that is an awful look. At any level except pro football, your ass would be put on the bench for that. Like, that is, you can't do that. I don't care. That goes against like fundamentals as a football player, is waving off the coach in front of everybody. Like, that's a horrible look. I hate
Especially
that.
as a quarterback who hasn't done anything. It's different if you're like Mahomes.
And you're playing like shit. It's not like you're playing well and like it can be excused. The team looks like shit. The offense looks like shit. You look like shit. You're not waving off the coach. Like, that is, he's telling you the right shit, dude. Like, come on. I think that's an awful look. This might be a hot take. I think I'm out on CJ Stroud being a good quarterback. I don't know what it is. We have not seen CJ Stroud be good since he tried taking Caleb Williams under his arm week 2 of last year. Like, his rookie year looked good. He had a damn good rookie year. But like, outside of that rookie year,
I mean, they did make the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but like, can you tell me one game he's looked good in outside of his rookie year? Because
I mean, honestly, he looked good last week. Just the Bucks just made that game-winning drive.
You think he looked good against the fucking Bucks? The Bucks defense is nothing.
I mean, he went for 225 yards and a touchdown, and he was playing good football.
I don't think so. I don't think the Bucks defense is like world beaters, and I think the Texans. I don't know.
We're also only 2 games into the season. I don't think it's.
Definitely. That's definitely a bad take saying you're out on CJ Stroud. I don't know.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I know it's only 2 games into this year, but I don't think he looked good at all last year. Like, I don't think he played
sophomore
well.
Slump.
Yeah.
Okay, and if he has a sophomore slump and a third-year slump, that means
Again,
he has.
That's where the 2 games into this season comes back in.
This is a get back game. He's going 1 and 2 right after this game.
I won't be fully out on him until he finally gets an O-line again, because I think that has something to do with it. But like, I don't know. I need to see something from him that reminds us of first-year CJ Stroud rather than what we've seen the last 20-ish games of his career. So yeah, I'm very hesitant on him. I'm pretty much out on T-Law. I think neither of these teams are doing anything special, but I think this is a do or die for the Texans. I don't see them dropping 3 straight, even though it's in Jacksonville. So I guess give me the Texans, but I could see this being a 10-9 game. Like, these offenses do not look good.
All right, Colts at Titans. 3 weeks ago, I would have done the signature ugly fucking game, but I think this is going to be ugly for a different reason. I think the Colts are going to blow the Titans.
I was going to say,
the smithereens. Like, this
to be fair, it is
ugly.
still an ugly fucking game. It's just
specifically for the Titans.
it's a 40-3 ugly game, not a 6-3 ugly game.
Yeah, and of course I say that, and this is going to be the game where Daniel Jones regresses to the mean and is kind of just mid.
Game war goes crazy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go Colts here.
Yeah, I'm going Colts. I think Titans do put up a decent fight though. I don't think it's a blowout.
I don't know, man. It being in Tennessee gives me some reserve, and there's nothing more AFC South than if the Texans win or the Titans win this fucking game and throw a total wrench into the AFC South just when we think we have it figured out. But I don't know. I don't think this Titans defense has enough to give Daniel Jones his first bad game of the year. I think the Titans have a lot of promise. I think once they get rid of Callahan, their head coach, they could actually be something special because Game Ward looks pretty good. But until they fire the head coach and Game Ward gets more snaps under his belt, I'm a pick against the Titans for the foreseeable future. So yeah, give me the Colts.
Bring back Mike Vrabel. Raiders at Commanders. Give me the Commanders.
It being in Washington is going to be a big bounce back game after that Thursday Night Football loss. I know they lost Austin Eckler, but I think that this is just a weird game. But I do think the Commanders win this game.
Yeah, I also have concern about the Commanders. I think losing Eckler hurts them a lot. We don't really know much about their rookie running back, and they traded Brian Robinson, who would be their starter right now. I think the Raiders are a solid team. I don't think they're going to be a playoff solid team, but I think they're going to be solid across the board. It being in Washington kind of concerns me, but I'm going to go with the Raiders here.
All right. Rams at Eagles. Give me the Rams with an upset road win here.
Damn it, Colin, because I'm also going with the Rams on an upset road win. I think that they haven't been playing the greatest of football, and I think the Rams exposed that and had a great offensive game, and the Rams get the dub.
Man, this is a battle of my two fucking favorite quarterbacks right here between Jalen Hurts and Stafford.
You are a Lions fan.
Jared Goff is nowhere
Come on.
near my favorite. I don't care.
It's just sad. It's just sad.
No, it's not sad. It's just
It's very
All
sad.
right. Well,
it would not be
what's your
genuine.
pick?
Okay, first off, go fuck yourself. Let's start there. I
Start
don't know.
there.
I think the Rams are good. I think they probably should have beat them last year in that playoff game. But man, this Eagles team is just gonna fucking grind you out and win. They will find a way. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Eagles in a close one.
All right. Falcons at Panthers. Give me the Falcons.
Yeah. Bryce Young is not the problem.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Very sure. He looked great. He looked great last week.
For the full game or just like a quarter?
He threw 3 touchdowns. Better than Jalen Hurts. So honestly, I'd give me Bryce Young with Jalen Hurts.
Talking to your ass. Yeah, don't even. Yeah, I would smile and hide my true take too.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons actually have surprised me, and they look like a competent football team when I did not expect them to.
Their defense is good. That's about it.
I mean, yeah, but that's more than what the Panthers got going for them. I think Panthers have looked like dog shit all around. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I agree. But like, I feel like once the Falcons play a good offense, they're screwed.
Well, they ain't playing it this week, so.
Did you say Falcons? All right.
Yes.
All right. Steelers at Patriots. Mike Tomlin versus Mike Vrabel.
I think these coaches should fist fight and just call it a day.
What a fucking dog fight this game.
Like the old XFL like kickoff rule, or not kickoff, the coin toss or whatever, where they basically ran like an Oklahoma drill for the ball.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
I'm gonna go Steelers. I think that they came back to reality a little bit this week. They're not gonna, be amazing this year, but they're gonna be pretty good with Aaron Rodgers. And I think Patriots are just still kind of figuring it out still. So give me the Steelers.
I agree. I think the Steelers had a rough loss last week. I think they could bounce back, but you're forgetting one thing, Colin, is that you can never count out Mike Vrabel.
This man Marshall is trying so hard to be me, and it's pissing me off. He
stole
my card from Wednesday.
We gotta have you go. You go third next week, and he goes last, so that you can say
No,
never
he
count
just
out Mike
needs to
Vrabel for
be-
the first time.
No, you just need to quit being a punk bitch and trying to be me, bro. You're not me. I'm sorry.
I
Be
definitely-
you.
So are you going Patriots, Marshall?
I definitely don't want to be you.
Then quit stealing my shit.
I'm never gonna count out Mike Vrabel. I quoted that.
Fucking ridiculous.
I'm going the Patriots.
With you guys and your never count out Mike Vrabel stuff, you're gonna end up picking that the Patriots went like 17-0. Like, if you're
Hey,
never
Colin,
counting
guess
them
what?
out.
Colin, they have one loss, but I'm not ruling out 16-1. You know why? Because you never count out Mike Vrabel. That's
There
why.
it
Oh, stealing my stuff is crazy.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, so you're going Patriots,
I
like
am-
actually.
No, I'm not. I'm filing a trademark with the federal government to trademark never count out Mike Vrabel. I'm having T-shirts made.
We're coworkers on the podcast.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're co-hosts, and fuck you. Anyway, I think this is going to be game of the week. I can't wait to watch this game. Hopefully, we get it here in the Midwest.
Patriots, Steelers, or Green Bay and Cleveland?
Patriots Steelers.
Wait, did you go Patriots?
I think this is going to be a damn good game. Can't wait to watch it. I think whoever wins this game is going to be a playoff team in the AFC, and I think the team that loses it is going to lose out by a game or two. And I think this game will be a major reason why when we look back in December when they're out of the playoff race. That being said, I think it's a little early for the Patriots. I know it's at home, but I feel like the Steelers just, I don't know, man. A-Rod's playing good ball. The offense is humming. And that's why I'm going to never count out Mike Vrabel and take the Patriots.
All of that just to circle back and take the Patriots anyway.
Stealing my line.
I was completely wrong.
Stealing my line.
Stealing my
Shut the fuck up.
All right, Packers at Browns. I think it would be absolutely hilarious if the Packers are like, high and mighty. We're winning the Super Bowl. We just dismantled 2 good teams and then walk into Cleveland and lose. I think that'd be hilarious. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Give me the Packers 3-0 start.
Yeah, I think
And
it'd
I
be
hate every
awesome
second of
too. But yeah, they're winning this game. Mike Parsons versus Myles Garrett, though. I mean, not against each other, but who's the better edge rusher? I think Green Bay wins, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know it'd be hilarious. So we better start fucking laughing. Boys. I think, I'm not going to lie, next week for the Packers, Sunday Night Football in Jerry World, Micah Parsons is going to be as motivated as a player can possibly be motivated for a football game next week. This is real trap game potential. I'm not going to lie to you. And I've said it time and time again. I do not believe the Packers are a great football team. I know they beat the Lions handily. I know they beat the Commanders handily. I will not believe until we get to November and they're still looking this way. They play the Eagles the first week in November, and I think that's going to be like a legit, okay, are the Packers actually for real? Because up until then, they play a lot of easier games. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Browns. I see Myles Garrett ruining Jordan.
Mark this one red.
This also ensures that I will pick against the Browns pick against the Packers against literally any team in the league. So
you're right. You're right. Jets at Buccaneers. Give me the Bucks.
Yeah, no time spent. Give me the Bucks at home.
Jets Bucks. Man, yeah. Baker might throw for 550. Give me the Bucks.
Defensive guru Aaron Glenn.
I mean, it's not his fault. He has Justin Fields as his quarterback. I mean, he signed him, so it is. But like,
I was gonna say it is his fault. It's Justin Fields as quarterback.
I wonder how he's feeling about telling Aaron Rodgers to go fuck himself now that Aaron actually looks like an NFL quarterback. Given he wouldn't look this good in New York, but still.
Gotcha. All right, Broncos at Chargers. Broncos have not looked great to start the year. Chargers have looked pretty damn good to start the year. I'm going to go Chargers just because it's at home. If this was in Denver, it'd make me think twice a little bit. But, yeah, no, give me the Chargers.
This is the most 405 games of 405 games of all time. Like, this is just one of those games that's like, oh, yeah, that game's on. True. Like, that game's on. Oh, okay, cool.
Raiders Cardinals is 4 o'clock game.
Give me Denver. I think Denver is due, and I think they're going to put the Chargers, they're going to stop their streak, and I think Denver wins this week after a close loss last week.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. The spread for this game is kind of wild. The Chargers only being 2.5-point favorite at home after looking how they've looked, and the Broncos looking at how they've looked. Like,
trap.
What'd you say the spread was?
2.5 Chargers.
Wow. That's
trap.
And they're at home. In theory, at home is supposed to give you 2.5 to 3 points. So that's basically saying that this game's a pick 'em in front of you, which I straight up don't believe. I don't think the Chargers are as good as they've looked the last 2 weeks, but I think they are in their current state better than the Broncos. So I will pick the Chargers out.
Crap. Right. Oh no.
All right, Saints at Seahawks. No question. Give me the Seahawks.
Yeah,
what a fucking game.
Yeah, give me the Seahawks. Spencer Rattler, 32nd best QB in football. Give me the Seahawks.
You know, guys, what's fucking insane is how good Spencer Rattler is. No, that's not what it is. No, what genuinely is insane is I've picked the Saints back-to-back weeks. I picked them week 1 against the Cardinals.
Probably shouldn't pick them this week.
And I picked them week 2 against the 49ers. That is not something I ever thought I would have said going into this week. I also would not have said that I would pick them 3 straight weeks. But Spencer Rattler is due. I don't know if you guys knew this. I was blown away when I read it because, like, it's just so unbelievable. You guys know that dating back to last year when he started a couple of games for them, Spencer Rattler is actually 0-7 as a starter in the NFL. I could not believe it when I read that. Like,
I definitely can believe it.
His talent level alone should just get.
And you mocked me for putting him at 32nd in terms of starting.
He's not deserved. Hey, any Saints fan that watched this, Marshall thinks Spencer Rattler is the worst starting quarterback in the league.
And they probably agree.
I was going to say, I don't think they'd have any disagreement with that.
He had me.
You know what's fucking crazy is I'm going to put him at 33 because now Jake Browning's starting.
After this, DM me. I'll send you his address so you can send him hate mail because that cannot stand. He is not the worst starter.
Just said he's going to dox Marshall. That's crazy.
I will. Spencer, I will ride and die for Spencer Rattler.
Isn't that illegal?
It is.
Yeah. Can I prosecute him for that?
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't say I was going to post it everywhere. I said if they DM me.
No.
It's still doxing.
You're going
to not going to hold up in court. Your Honor, I just DM'd him the address. I didn't release it publicly.
Colin, also, I don't know why.
That's what doxing is. Doxing is released it publicly.
Dallas, you can edit this out, but I don't know why this made me think of this. But Colin, I still have your Tom Kennedy jersey sitting in the back of my car.
Why did that have to happen right now? We're going to talk about that later.
Because I knew I'd forget.
Actually, I stole it. So, Colin, it's not in the back of his car.
All right.
No, I think the Seahawks.
You haven't picked yet? I think you picked New Orleans.
You interrupted me, you dumb motherfucker. No,
you started talking about Spencer Rattler.
Oh, my God.
Seahawks, I don't believe in it at all. I think that the Steelers got a little bit high on their own supply last week, and they should have won that game very easily. Yeah, I don't believe in the Seahawks. I don't believe in Sam Darnold. I don't believe in anything about that organization. And I think Spencer Rattler's due. He's too talented to not get a win under his belt 8 games into his career. So,
0-7, by the way. 0-7. He's due. He's fucking due. He's fucking due.
He's incredibly due. I'm wondering how long, regardless of how well he plays, I'm wondering how long they'll let it go. Like, if he's throwing, if he's going for 400 yards a game and he's like 0 for 15 as a starter, do you let him keep playing? Like, I hope Spencer Rattler never gets a win as a starter. I really do. He's a dog. I can't wait
Solid
for him.
next game.
All right, Cowboys at
I picked the
Bears.
Saints, by the way.
Yeah, I got that. I got it. It says NO on my screen.
Cowboys at Bears. Give me the Cowboys, but I low-key would not be surprised if the Bears somehow get their first win under Ben Johnson in this game.
Even though all I do is scream "fuck Ben Johnson," I got the Bears, who are actually due. I got the Bears with a good win at home here at the 425 slate in Chicago, which is a bit, you don't see that too much. So I got the Bears on a big bounce back game after they got built to ass from the Lions. I got the Bears.
This one's a real 50-50 for me. Dallas has looked good and bad. The Bears have just looked mostly bad. I believe in everything on the Bears more than I believe on anything in the Cowboys. But I mean, the Cowboys really aren't. I don't know, man. This one's a true pick 'em for me. I think that Bears offense is still a little bit too much in the works right now for me to really pick them with conviction. I think the Cowboys looked solid last week, given the Giants' defense isn't all that, so kind of worrisome. Cowboys defense played like shit, but I'll go with the Cowboys here.
All right, Cardinals at Niners. Give me the Niners.
I mean, you were very quick with that one. It just kind of caught me off guard. It is still Mac Jones playing here. I mean, he was good, but
It was also against New Orleans.
Kyler Murray has looked pretty good. I don't know. I'm going Cardinals. Screw it.
Yeah,
what is happening down there?
There's plenty of things.
Yeah, dude, I'm getting fucking sick. It's ass. Anyway, yeah, we don't talk about it anymore, but I'm really glad that Mac Jones is looking good in this Niners offense. It means I shit on Purdy for so long for just being another guy in the Shanahan system. And Mac Jones proving that exactly to be true.
Only one game proves it.
Yeah, but he looked...
One game against the Saints.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Dude,
against Mr. 0-7 himself.
I was going to say, Mr. 0-7 is a starter on the other sideline. All right, let's calm down.
You guys don't understand. He outdueled Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
Like, the last dude.
I can outduel Spencer Rattler.
Give us your pick. Jesus Christ.
The last guy to go into a quarterback duel against Spencer Rattler was so good he won the fucking Heisman. So let's not act like beating Spencer Rattler is something easy to do.
Yeah, now
okay.
how is he doing? How's he doing now?
He's doing great. Okay. He's leading one of the premier franchises in the city of New Orleans. So
I meant the guy that he lost that quarterback battle to.
Oh, that guy, I don't know whatever happened to him. Anyway, I like the Cardinals. I like Kyler Murray, but the Niners at home, that Niners defense is playing solid. Mac Jones playing as good as you could realistically ask, so give me the Niners.
All right, Sunday Night Football, game of the year, Chiefs at Giants.
Fuck the schedule.
Just because of that stat, and I realized that I should have fact-checked it before I said it to you guys, but I did fact-check it. It is true.
Dead ass.
Chiefs have never beaten the Giants on the road. And
Why did you come in with the stat if you didn't even know it was real? What the fuck?
I called my shot, and I got it right. All right.
That's crazy.
It is a stat that I saw, but I was like, I should probably verify that for myself, and then I just forgot to before I said it.
Twitter.
But anyway, double checked it. It is still accurate, and I gotta side with precedent here. I gotta go. Giants pull off a shocking win, and the Chiefs stumbled to 0-3. I almost said 3-0. 0-3 for the first time in God knows how long.
I gotta side with logic and realize that the Giants haven't probably played the Chiefs in a couple of years, and I'm going
2021. So that Daniel Jones was the quarterback last time they lost at MetLife. I think Russell Wilson is a little bit better than Daniel Jones.
Yeah, but that 2022 was also the year the Giants, I think, made the playoffs. So they were, at least somewhat decent. So yeah, give me Kansas City.
I really do like the chances of the Giants pulling off the upset here.
Giants were 4-13 in 2021. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, what, 2022 though?
Hey, guess what? That game was 2021. That was one of those 4 wins.
This was the stepping stone.
I believe that it's a realistic possibility that the Giants can win this game, which is absurd to say. I understand. And as the underdog picker of the year, I would love to pick them. My problem is that I am on the Spencer Rattler fucking train and I cannot get off. So he's kind of eating up all my underdog picks right now.
We are talking about Giants versus Kansas City.
Yes.
That was 4 games ago, mind you.
We have talked about Spencer Rattler 3 times since the Saints game, and it's nothing to do with Spencer Rattler.
It's okay. I got the
Please, let's end this.
It's okay. I gave us the name. It's the
I want to fix your camera.
Kansas City.
Your camera's been slowly sliding the whole podcast because you keep crashing out on Doc.
Kansas City or New York. I swear. I will do worse than send out your address. I will send out your family member's name.
So I want to pick the Giants. I think they have a real shot, but I'm going to go with logic, like Marshall said. I'm going to pick the Chiefs. Yeah.
All right. Monday Night Football, the game we've all been dreading as Lions fans. This is why it was crucial to get that win week 1, and this is going to be tough. But yeah, Ravens probably going to put belt to S this weekend on national television, or on Monday, not this weekend.
Still national television.
Still national television, though. Yeah, give me the Ravens.
Everyone has talked about this game. Every time they bring it up, they're just like, yeah, it's just going to be a blowout. I was like, I don't know why I had that weird feeling that the Lions will win this game. I don't know why. It is a Lions thing to do. This is just such a Lions thing to just go out and win this game. I picked, usually I've picked against Lions to try and hopefully that was bad luck, but
yeah, you did that week 1 and the Packers actually won. So
that turned against me at the end of last year. So I am going to pick the Lions here.
Yeah. There's a couple of teams that I think will beat the Lions pretty much no matter what happens. Ravens are one of those teams. I think Lamar's record against the NFC as a whole is like fucking astronomical. Like, he does not lose against the NFC just because these teams, like the Lions and all the teams in the NFC, aren't prepared for a quarterback that can run and pass like Lamar can. Yeah, last time we played him, we were riding high, doing great. We walked into Baltimore and we got fucking smacked in the face. And that's when I think there was no problems. Everything was set. That was like as good as the Lions were the last couple of years was that game.
We had fucking Cam Sutton, I think.
Yeah. And now the Lions are still one of the bigger teams of variance in the league. Week 1, we get absolutely smacked. Week 2, we smack somebody. We don't know. I think that was a good morale boost, if anything. Like, I think that's like, hey, we can still fucking smack teams in the mouth if we need to. Like, I think that was a good pick-me-up for the team. But, like, Baltimore's a different animal. Baltimore doesn't give a fuck about that. Baltimore is, like, ready to beat ass, regardless of who it is. And I think the spread only being -4.5 for Baltimore might be the lock of the decade. Yeah, I think Baltimore. I'm hoping it's close. The Lions need to keep it close. If we get beat by like 4 touchdowns again, I'm gonna be right back on hit the panic button. But if they can keep it within a touchdown, I'll feel very, very optimistic. That's kind of my goal. But
that's a lot because you've been very down on the Lions.
I am. Well, now like.
Was it the fact that we came out and we smacked the Bears this week?
If they did not, like, I think I said something in terms of last week. Like, I thought the Lions were going to win, but I thought they were going to keep it close, and that wasn't going to build any confidence for me. Like, I would have been happy they won, but I would have been just as panicked if they barely beat the Bears. So I can't say that, and then the Lions go out and smack the Bears and do what they're supposed to do, and me say, oh, I'm still super concerned. Like, right. I was super concerned week 1. Now that game gives me zero concern because they did exactly what they're supposed to do. So I'm kind of in the middle right now. Like, it's still early. So if they go out and they keep this a close game, it'll improve. If they go out and get bitch smacked, honestly, it's not even going to scare me that much because I think even the Lions were full strength, they were going to get bitch smacked by the Ravens. So, yeah, end story. Give me the Ravens by quite a bit.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. That was our week 3 picks. We will see you guys next week. Like I said, the schedule might be changing a little bit, but we're still going to bring you guys podcasts and TikToks and shorts every single week. I hope you guys have a good week watching the NFL. Go Lions. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.